Hello and welcome to your weekend forecast. I'm your host, Just Weather. If you are new, make sure to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my videos or live streams. Anyways, let's get on with the video. So, right now we're looking at the categorical outlook for severe weather today. Today's Friday, and they have issued a slight risk for severe weather around the Detroit area. And the main threats for these are isolated tornadoes, isolated wind and hail. So make sure you have a way to get out warnings. To get warnings and stuff like that. And the chances for tornadoes in a 50-mile radius, there is a 5% chance. So there is a chance of tornadoes in these storms that will move through the Detroit and Cleveland, Ohio area. And there is also a chance for wind. There's a 50% chance for the Detroit area also for wind. And for the hail probabilities, there isn't a huge chance of hail, but there is a chance of hail of 5%. So we can go to tomorrow's outlook. And there is 3 marginal risks. Now the main risks these storms will move through the storms will develop in the Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa area, and there will be a short line of storms that will move through Illinois and Indiana, and they will weaken by the time it gets to Kentucky. I will show you these models in a second. And there is a marginal risk for the central Arizona area. Now the main risk for these are wind and hail, but there could be a 2% chance of tornadoes in both. Actually, there could be a 2% chance of tornadoes in these storms that will move through Illinois and Indiana. There is also a marginal risk down here in eastern Florida for these thunderstorms. Same with those wind and hail are the main threats for now. We go to Sunday's outlook, and there is a general thunderstorm risk across the Wisconsin, Illinois area. And there is also a general thunderstorm risk across the Dakotas, Nebraska, Colorado, New Mexico, and Arizona. Now, there isn't really threats with these. They're just going to be little isolated thunderstorms. And there is still a marginal risk. This is probably for the tropical storm that will move through here. It won't be like Hurricane Dorian because it is gonna be weak. It doesn't have time to really develop since it is already in the Bahamas. So that was your CPC outlooks, category outlooks for the next few days. And we can go to the future model for the marginal risk for Saturday. The storms will move, like I said, they'll develop in the Minnesota, the Wisconsin, Iowa area, and they will move through Illinois, Missouri, and Indiana. So if they will play for me. Oh, okay. I see. So the storms will start developing, as you can see, over Wisconsin and Minnesota. And these will form into a line. Kind of a line across, and these will weaken, like I said, very fast. They're short-lived thunderstorms. They will probably not even make it past the central part of Illinois. Now, like I said, there is only a marginal risk, like I said. So these will be isolated thunderstorms, not really a risk for tornadoes, as there could be one tornado with this. Okay, so here's the model for today. The severe storms, the slight risk for severe weather, the severe storms that will move through Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and New York. Not sure why this is working for me. Okay. Now these will form into a line, and they will move across the New York and Pennsylvania area. There's a 5% chance of tornadoes, so there could be a few tornadoes in these storms that will move across the New York and Pennsylvania area today. And these will weaken by the time they get to the central part of New York. That was your weekend forecast. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, if you're new, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos or live streams. And stay safe, everyone. Goodbye.